This is Jelena Marjanovic, 8-time world champion, and you are listening to the Spice of Life podcast.
Welcome to the Spice of Life podcast, featuring Tanner Wilshaw and Luke Spicer. Two talented fighters discussing life, fighting, work, family, balance, and everything in between. Tune in weekly for your fill of laughs. Now, here's your hosts, Tanner Wilshaw and Luke Spicer.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Spice of Life podcast. Today, the podcast is brought to you by Buds and Leaves. Buds and Leaves is a full-service and licensed dispensary helping athletes and patients of all kinds get the proper care they need. I personally use Buds and Leaves myself. I have the Buddha stick. I've got the spray from Smile. What else do I have? I have CBD capsules. Maybe we'll talk about the capsules today a little bit. So they come in this fancy little jar. Buds and Leaves. They're 20 milligrams a capsule, so I take 2 of these before bed. But I've been using CBD for, I don't even know how long now, probably a year or two, ever since my knee surgery. But it's kept me off of opiate painkillers for whatever they prescribed me from the doctor. I never took those. I use CBD to medicate myself, and ever since then, I've never got off of it. So it heals up my injuries real quick. I really like the Buddha stick, especially if I hurt myself. I hurt my neck last night at training. I caught a punch on the chin and my neck went away and then my head went the other way.
Yeah.
So that muscle down the side of my neck was bugging me all night. And then I put the Buddha stick on it. I woke up this morning. I'm fine. Right?
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I've never taken any of that stuff, man. So I have no idea. I can't really comment on it. I know you swear by it. Braidwood swears by it, and you guys seem to be holding up okay in your young ages. So that's good. And yeah.
Well, Ryan, the real deal.
And it's all natural,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like you're eating like just something from the ground. So what are you gonna do? It's good for you. That's the thing, man. I always think that it's important. Well, the amount of people that are addicted to painkillers and shit these days is fucking ridiculous. So to find all natural products and stuff like that can help a person out is way, way better.
Well, on the real, I'd rather see people using medical marijuana, something that's actually grown from the earth that naturally occurs, rather than taking some kind of an oxy or some kind of pharmaceutical painkiller that you can get addicted to that literally can ruin your life.
Yeah, totally. Because that's the thing. There's so many people that are addicted to those things, and they do do all that stuff, and they get just fucks up their lives, right? And I mean, it's all money. We all know that. The whole reason that they have all these things is so pharmaceutical companies make more money.
Yes, 100%. The podcast is also brought to you today by Audible.com. So if you guys go to www.audibletrial.com/spice, Audible.com is going to give you a 1-month free trial, and the Spice of Life podcast will give you 2, not 1, but 2 free ebooks.
You know what I stopped doing the other day at the gym? Stopped listening to music when I'm working out. And I started listening to my audiobooks. I'm not even joking. Because I got to do that slow tempo training, right? So every lift is like 5 seconds. And I found that when I was listening to some music that gets me going, right, I would count too fast. So I started listening to these audiobooks as I'm working out, just walk around the gym. Everything's just chill. I'm motoring through a bunch of these books now that I've downloaded that I just never seem to have time to listen to. So now I'm like, hey, that's, it's an hour and a half every day listening to books. So it's good. Just throw shit on when you're doing, anything, housework or anything like that. I guess is pretty cool. You just turn it on and listen to a book. I really enjoy it. Makes the workout go by better.
Well, you can listen to audiobooks in the car. I don't have a lot of time to read, to actually sit down and physically open up a book and read. So whether I'm in the car, while I'm driving to Edmonton next week, I'll have an audiobook on 100%. But so the book I'm actually going to recommend to everybody today, I actually have in paper form, but I ordered this off of Amazon motherfuckers took 7 weeks to get here. Like, how the fuck does it take 7 weeks to send a fucking book? But
Just keep fucking them on their 2 day shipping.
yeah, fuck them. But it's The Sweet Science.
Oh.
So it's pretty good. I'm a couple chapters into it, but you guys can get this on audible.com, and you can use one of your 2 free credits if you sign up at www.audibletrial.com/spice.
Yeah.
How do you like
There
them
you go.
apples?
That's good, man.
Yeah. So yesterday you tagged me in this stupid fucking comedy routine about fucking cows and eating their babies and taking milk away from their babies and all this vegan nonsense.
It was funny, man. That comedy, that was a funny. I thought that was a pretty funny video. Even if I enjoyed eating animals, still, it was funny.
I didn't find it humorous at all.
It's because you were instantly aggravated and annoyed.
I wasn't aggravated. So sometimes, like when you get into things, sometimes you get like deep, right? Like new Christian Bible thumping deep. So like right now, I'm not saying that you're religious, but I classify you as a new Christian vegan. Because, like, when you're excited about something, you're, oh, my God, fucking plants and fucking dicks in my ass and all this shit.
No dicks in my ass. Don't even go there. And at the end of the day, I think you bring it up more than I do.
No.
Yeah, you do. You fucking tag me in everything. Fuck you, vegan, and all sorts of shit. You're more consumed with it than I am. So so now then I'm like, well, you know what? This is something that pisses them off. I think I'm going to tag them in this. I just happened to see it. I was searching for something else and it just totally popped up. But I am noticing the fucking internet, man, is insane. And I've noticed that forever. But like you get into anything, you search it a little bit. Next thing you know, all my newsfeed searches are popping up with different shit again. It's like, man, I'm not searching vegan stuff all the time on my cell phone, so why the fuck is all this shit popping up for me to see?
So, the way the internet works is funny, right? Because they track your shit. So if you like, I was searching headphones the other day, and I was looking at the Skull Candy headphones and stuff like that. Even though the show is sponsored by Monster, we did get contacted by Skull Candy, so I was looking at their headphones and seeing what the differences are and stuff like that. And now when I go on Instagram, all these fucking Skull Candy ads pop up in my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But the internet does track your stuff. So like while I'm tagging you in vegan and hashtag vegan and all this other nonsense, you're going to get vegan shit coming up.
Well, today's sock of the week, I especially pulled these ones out for you, actually. They're from Marcoliani Milano, and they got tomatoes on them. So I was like, these will be the sock of the week for me today, and yeah. So I got some other ones next week, some really good ones. I'm hoping we can drop a discount code for our fans for a new sponsor. So I'm working on that. So I won't be able to be doing sock of the week for all these other. Fuck it, we'll still do some for other people because I like some of these other socks. So,
well, I do have socks of the week right now. Unfortunately, my special Simon Keane socks didn't show up yet. So I'm hoping I'll be able to pick them up on Tuesday before I leave for Edmonton and take them to Edmonton. But these are my socks of the week, the Monster socks. And they're from Stance. Yeah.
Nice.
So
I can't wait to try those Stance socks on I got.
These are nice. I like these. They're fun. You can scare kids with them and shit. Maybe not, but I like these socks. It's Stance socks. So, yeah, you like those, Luke?
They do. I like them. Those are nice.
Now, I'm going to drop another pair of socks on here because these aren't a pair of socks that I would use for socks of the week, but I just want to show everybody the comparison. Because Stance socks makes a whole bunch of different kinds of socks. So these ones are like their athletic socks.
Yeah, I saw those when I was at Sports Check the other day.
So like realistically, they're not going to make them so flashy, right? But they do make some of the best socks I've ever put on my feet. I'm excited for you to get a pair and put them on your feet. Because I don't think you'll actually wear anything else once you put a pair of them on.
You did try Boomba socks way back when, right?
Yeah.
How did they compare to the Boomba socks? Because I like those ones, especially their ankle ones. I work out in those a lot. So,
if I'm being realistic, his Boomus was a sponsor for the show for a little while, but Stant Socks kills them.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Cool.
Not even close. The thing I like most about Stant Socks is the durability and the elasticity of the socks. So they're good to train in. You can they got the dress socks, they got the athletic socks, they got basketball socks, they've got regular high socks, they've got adventure socks, they got a whole who fucking knew socks were so complicated?
Yeah, exactly right there. Well, there's a lot that goes into them. I mean, you wear them longer than anything else. I mean, I think because if you think about it, sometimes I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll come home from a day of work, or like not at work, but clean work, right, from running around, and you'll go out for dinner or whatever. I mean, if I have a shower, I put on fresh socks, fresh underwear, all that stuff. But sometimes I just take the shirt off. I'm in a rush and I throw a different shirt on. But then I keep the socks on, right? So you gotta invest in good socks, just like you need good shoes. So I don't have a problem spending $20 on a pair of socks because, they're it's a part of your wardrobe.
Well, where I got these socks, actually, right now they have a deal on Stant Socks at the boarding house here in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. They had a buy one get one.
Those are always good deals.
Yeah, so it cost me $26 for 2 pairs of socks, which was nice. So it was literally $13 for a pair of socks.
Nice.
I don't know if you've ever gone and you've bought the value pack of Hanes socks or whatever. They feel
for $8 at Walmart.
Yeah. They feel fantastic the first time you put them on. A brand new pair of soft cotton socks are great, but when you wash them, they feel like fucking sandpaper on your feet. They go bad quick.
Yeah, especially if you've wore them for working out and you've sweated in them, for a 4-hour, 3-hour boxing session or something, and you pull them out and you're like, yeah, these are going in the fucking garbage. I've known guys though back in the day, I've known a few people that have done this. They've literally buy 30 pairs of socks or whatever. They wear a sock for one day and then they just throw them out at the end of the day. I'm like, what a waste.
Yeah. I have buddies that do it all the time. They'll buy a pack of socks a week, $7 a week it costs them for whatever it is. And because the socks are comfortable when you take them out of the package, but once you wash them, they're shit. I get the method behind it, but at the same time, why not go out and let's drop $100 on some good socks and let's keep them and wash them because they feel the exact same when you put I got Under Armour socks that I use for training. I wash them and they come out just fine.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying there. These dress socks are good. I mean, it's nice too. Got a whole pile of new socks, and throwing out a bunch of the old ones. If they got one little hole in them, right? Get rid of them. Turn them into sock puppets for the kids or something. I don't know. Stinky ass, dirty feet socks. Who knows?
Could you imagine?
Your monster socks there would look wicked. You don't have to do anything. Just put it on, and now you got a sock puppet. It's a monster.
Yeah,
it'd be good.
So we did do that draw or that auction for the jersey and the hat. Unfortunately, for what came in for bids is not what I was looking to get. So we're going to up the ante a little bit on what's going on with that jersey and the hat. I'm going to take the hat to KO Boxing. I'm going to get the WBC, WBA world champ, Jelena Marjanovic to sign it, and I will get the Boogeyman to sign it.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yeah, now we're going to up the ante a little bit. The other thing I can do is I can take the jersey into a Swift Current Broncos game and I can get Tyler Steenbergen to sign it, who is their star player. He's going to get drafted in the first round probably. So maybe we'll up the ante on this. I wanted to get about $1,000 to $1,500 for the hat and the jersey that we could donate. Realistically, if we don't get it within 2 weeks, I'm just going to buy it myself. And then I will drive to that gentleman's house and give him cash.
There you go.
What else we got going on, Luke? The fucking KO Boxing's coming up. We already talked about that shit on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're already
here. Our old boxing coach is boxing this weekend. I mean, it's not a pro fight, but it's Coach Roman is boxing on Saturday down in, I believe it's down in Calgary at the, I forget what tournament it is. It's just an amateur tournament. And then he's going to be boxing for Golden Gloves here right away. So it's kind of cool to see him. He's talked about it for years, so it'll be interesting to see, how he does.
I'm glad to see that he's going to get the gloves back on and do it, because like Roman used to teach us, I would still go back and do boxing lessons with him if I was getting ready for a fight, which I'm going to be here doing pretty quick. I'm going to go see Roman for a couple weeks, and then I'll probably stay at the Duke's house too, make it real fucking weird over there.
We should come the first week in May when Fenton's here and be just a fucking. You guys can make me cry. It'll be awesome. You guys can just yell at me a whole bunch. I don't know what he's doing either, because he's never actually answered me back. Maybe he's not coming out this way. I have no idea.
Oh, well, fuck him.
Fuck him,
yeah, it's exciting to see him get back in the ring. It looks like he actually cut some weight.
Yeah.
He's
fighting at
looking...
175 or 178, I think the thing said.
Oh.
Isn't that what it said?
Well, yeah, he was
lighter than that.
He was 200 pounds when we were training with him.
Yeah.
Just a thick booty on him.
It's just yeah, he does. He's got the thick legs.
Yeah. So a little while ago, I did share that 1 year anniversary of when I made him strip in the parking lot, which was fucking hilarious.
And then Cam tagged his mom.
Oh, wow. His mom's got a good sense of humor. Good for her.
Yeah. Do you still have those pants though?
Oh yeah.
Please tell me you kept them.
Oh yeah, I got them. I'm waiting to get a mannequin.
Oh right, yeah. And then you're gonna put them up on the.
I'm gonna put him in the corner, I think, and then I'll put the pants on him, and then I'll take a shirt from somebody else and a hat from somebody else. Maybe what I'll do is I'll steal one of Jelena's sweaty shirts when we're down there, and I'll put that on the mannequin. I'll wash it first though, because that's fucking disgusting. I say just take Simon's shirt when we're in Quebec. Oh, I think that's a really good option. But when we do go to Edmonton next week, we're probably going to have to get our hands on some of those champ shirts that Jelena had made.
That's a good idea. I threw out the other boxing gym shirts that I had. I burned them, and then. Oh. I did. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'm throwing that out. I put it into a rag. But yeah, I think that'll be good. But I think we could get that, when Simon takes off his shirt at the weigh-ins, Adam just grabs it, throws it to us at the press conference or at the weigh-ins, and then we can take it and run.
Yes.
And then we can put it on the mannequin later.
So you did bring up those other boxing gym shirts. So I this is actually a true story. I was washing my truck on the weekend, and I couldn't find like a rag to dry the truck off with, and I didn't want the watermarks on it because it's fucking nice out, right? It was like 15 degrees, so I did go grab those shirts and dry my truck.
Whatever you got to do.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is.
Well, here's reality: is I'm not wearing it to the gym.
Nope. You can't do that.
I'm not wearing it on the show.
Nope, can't do that.
And the best case scenario is I wear it to go do paintball, and I don't do that.
You could have used it as a hunting shirt, maybe.
What am I going to catch with that? Fucking crabs?
Yeah, I guess. But then you could have used it to you could use it next time you're gutting one of your animals.
That's very true.
Or filleting the fish or whatever you do there for your animalistic natures when you go fishing. And
yeah. Let's get back on this vegan topic again.
Yeah. No.
Well, because you posted that thing that I should eat more vegetables, and you know as well as I do that a lot of my diet consists of vegetables.
Oh, fuck, of course I do.
So I wasn't actually mad. It was more of a rebuttal. But
I knew that.
I've actually tried to go like vegetarian for a month one time. I felt fucking terrible.
Yeah, but did you supplement it? Like, did you eat enough other stuff? Because it's interesting too, because a lot of people were talking about, I could do it, but then I don't get enough protein, or I don't do this, I don't like soy, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's like, hey, listen, I mean, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's for everybody. I know you make jokes that I'm born again, Christian type mentality or whatever. When I find stuff that excites me, I will not argue with that. I know when I decide I'm going to do something, I'm all in or I'm all out. I don't like to half-ass do anything. Like I do it all. So and no different with this. But the thing is that when I went that first weekend, and I was just drinking the boogie shake for like 3 or 4, meals because I ran out of my meal prep. I felt so freaking good.
Yeah.
And I've always felt good in the mornings. My mornings have always been great, and there's been times even when I was eating meat that I would, if I felt a little lethargic or tired at night, but I needed to get stuff done, I'd actually make a boogie shake for supper and I'd feel great again. Right. So I just thought about it, and I'm going to do it. So I did it. And I mean, I never said I'm doing this for the animals or anything like that. I said I'm doing it because I feel better. That's it. I haven't had any cravings for snacks. I haven't wanted to pick up the ice cream. Pretty tough to pick up ice cream if I say I'm going to be a vegan, though. It's kind of made with dairy.
Well,
so
there's options.
You can have coconut ice cream. So
Yeah.
I've been making a lot of homemade treats, though, too. Different stuff that's really good.
My wife, go on my Facebook when we're off the show, and she tagged me in these like super healthy.
I thought the fart thing.
No, super healthy avocado chocolate cookies. They're made with like that the cocoa powder avocado, and it's all healthy shit, but there's no animal byproducts in it or anything. They look fucking fantastic.
And it's a cookie?
Yeah.
So it must have like oatmeal or something in it, maybe. I'll go look at it.
I don't know. I didn't look at all the ingredients. I just looked at it and I was like, holy fuck, that looks good. But
because I did look at the. I've made avocado pudding before with avocados, bananas, and chocolate, or like cacao powder. It's not, it's good. It's
so decent. Here's my main question then. When you make the boogie shake now, what do you put in it for protein?
I got it at Herc's. I tried it before. It's actually really good. It's iron. I think it's called Iron Vegan. It's sprouted grain protein. It's really good. I put 2 scoops in, so I get 34 grams of protein still, and that's it. And then I don't put yogurt in, but I never liked yogurt in my smoothie anyway.
Herc's has a really good hemp protein over there too.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of hemp parts as well, just because I got a guy here that I know that they're trying to open a distillery here, or like a dispensary, not a distillery, a dispensary, and they've got with hemp and stuff as well. Yeah. They've got a hemp farm out in BC actually, and they have tons of hemp hearts, and they made a hemp heart beer. Yeah.
Look at Luke's back on the booze.
No, I didn't try it. I thought about that the other day though. Then I was like, that doesn't serve any purpose for me anyway. I'm not doing that.
So before this episode, I did talk with the Boogeyman. 10 minutes with the Boogeyman was on before this, obviously, but I think we're gonna stay pretty low profile this time in Edmonton. Boogeyman's gonna be getting into town around the same time I will be Wednesday night. I think we're gonna go get fitted for gold grills.
Shut the fuck up.
That'll be fun. I think we're gonna go see the Royal Empire Jewelry guys. We're gonna go pay a visit to them. We're obviously gonna go to Champ's Gym and maybe cause a little bit of shit down there
during the press conference.
I do have
the press conference there.
Yes, the press conference is there. Weigh-ins are at the hotel. But while I'm there, I do have to train. So maybe Switzer will be around in the mornings, and I can get in with him or something like that, and so I at least find somebody to hold pads for me. But the hotel I'm staying at has a gym, so I can get my morning shit in. I'll have Hunter with me, so he's got to go work out too because he's getting ready to fight. He might be fighting as early as May now.
Oh, nice. Where at? In Swifty?
In Saskatchewan, I think Regina. So we got to cut about 7 pounds off of him right now.
Jesus, it's just seems so weird at that age, right? Like talking about cutting weight and stuff and doing that, but I do get it.
Yeah.
It's that, or he's got to put on some size or whatever. But you're not, like, when you say cutting though too, you're just having him run more and just he's just going to get in better shape is all it is.
That, like, when I say he needs to cut weight, what I'm saying is he needs to lose some fat. Like, he had really terrible eating habits before. Like, he's not a fat kid, but he's got, like, he looks like a female with his shirt off.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's got that hourglass kind of figure where guys don't have that.
No comment.
Well, he's got love handles, that little fat little fucker. we need to get 7 pounds off of him. That's where I'd like him to be. I told him he's not fighting unless he gets into shape. So
yeah. So is he putting in road work and doing that kind of stuff then? Is he going for runs and pushing it when he runs though, or what? Or do you know?
So I time him. So we started off a 20-minute run, and it was kind of short because he wasn't in shape, right? Then a week later, he got that down to about 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So now we do that route twice. So now he's up around the 20-minute mark. He finished it twice the other day in 13 minutes. So now we have to up the time in the distance. So
How long is that he's running? Is that a mile each time? No, not that long.
I don't give him like miles. Like I do miles. I'll do 5 miles a day. That's the thing. I get up and I go do 5 miles. It takes me about 38 minutes, which isn't terrible. I don't like saying it in kilometers because kilometers when I get up at 5 a.m. is like, fuck, 10 kilometers? God damn it. So I like it. I like it in the mile increments. But no, I don't give him like a distance. I give him a time.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes, like we need to get it. If you're going too fast, we need to make it longer. So when he gets to, like, let's say he can do 2.5 miles in 20 minutes.
Okay.
So that would be 40 minutes for 4 miles, which, like, for his little legs and his size and his age is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So maybe one of these days, once he knocks this next one down a little bit, I'll go with him and I'll put my phone on the thing so I know how long it is. And then we'll see where it's at. But right now, it's not about the length; it's about the weight, man. Like,
Yeah, I was just curious if you know what I mean, like if he knew how far he was going, so he knew what kind of pace he was clipping along at, and
like
you say 10 kilometers, 5 miles is 8 kilometers.
Yeah, it still sounds shitty.
It does sound shitty, especially in the AM.
Yeah.
It's like now that I'm on the treadmill and I'm like, fuck, I'm doing this walking thing and I'm getting bored, man. It's even worse than fucking running on the treadmill. Walking on the treadmill, I don't want to do this. I want to ask Pat and be like, can I please run? Please, can I run just like 20 minutes instead of 30 or something? Because this walking on the treadmill is fucking gay. So now that it's getting nice here though, with the sun melting stuff, I'll just start doing that walk outside. Just do the power walk with the old lady, like get the hands moving and stuff like that. You know?
You should get the sticks.
Ooh, fuck yeah, some rollerblades maybe.
Hey, cardio is a thing that you don't need anymore.
I want it still though. The last thing I want is to be able to come down to Edmonton and you to say, hey, will you hold pads for me? And then I can't because then it'll elevate it to should we put some gloves on, and then the ego will get in the way. And I was like, yeah, sure, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time, man. I haven't put it. I thought about the other day. It's been 8 weeks since I've stepped foot into a fight gym.
Really?
Or longer than that. No, it's been longer than that. It's almost been 12 weeks. Yeah, it's almost, yeah.
So as you've been fucking around lifting weights, I've been getting into shape.
I'm still in good shape. Probably in better shape now than I was before. I went down to the gym the other day because we were driving by with the kids, and I said, hey, you guys want to swing by 1-to-1 and see if Pat's there real quick, because we haven't seen him in months. And the kids are like, yeah, so they want to go by. And we walked in there, and he, kids walked in and hi, and they're all excited. It was busy because it was like 6 o'clock, right? And
yeah.
I walk in, and Pat takes one look at me, and he kind of smiles, and I said, man, I wish we would have been able to do some of this training in the middle of a fight training, because I put on some size. And he goes, well, if you weren't training back-to-back fights for a whole year that all fell through, we could have actually done this. Like, this is training that he wanted to do with me during the off season.
Yeah.
Sometimes just to try to put on some exercise, which I know would have benefited me then to say stop doing it now and start doing some, actual conditioning training again, just to get some of that size on. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Well, as long as you're losing that gut.
It's going down.
Is it? That's good.
Doesn't matter how much vegetables you eat, though. Even Pat said that. He's like, I don't care what you're eating. If you still eat 3,000 calories worth of broccoli, you're still going to put on fat.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's crazy. And then the other day I looked at, I was like, I'm put on 3 pounds in the last couple of weeks. And I know some of it is obviously size, but it's like, to me, I still look, I'm like, my fucking belly hasn't gone down at all. I'm like, motherfucker. And it just depends on the time of day, right? You know what it's like. You wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, it's working good. And then by afternoon, I'm like, the fuck's happened? And I sat in the sauna, right? You know, when you sit in the sauna for a while, then you get out, you're like, everything just expands. And I'm like, I just feel like this,
Boom, yeah.
gross mess. I'm like, fuck me. I was like, I shouldn't have sat in there now.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I've cut a lot of weight in the last little while. Like people see me like 2 months ago. You can see it in my face.
Big time.
Yeah. So
I thought you just trimmed your beard today, but no, it's you can see it in your cheeks.
yeah, my cheeks have gone down, but now my calcium deposits are coming out under my eyes again. But that's all good. Last night I did 6 hard rounds on pads. Did footwork, 4 rounds of footwork, like on the ladder drill, and then another 6 rounds sparring, I think it was. It was a solid night in last night. We had the big boys in. We had Dakota and Dustin were in last night, so we got in some good rounds with those guys.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Hopefully this Steve Bossy thing works out for you.
Fuck, I would love to do that fight, man.
He's not even on Instagram, though, is he?
Nah, yeah, he is. He blocked me, though.
Oh, and he blocked the podcast. That's why I couldn't tag him in it? Is that why?
Did he block the podcast? I don't
know. Is it Steve Bossy MMA?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wouldn't come up. Just left it untagged.
Motherfucker. He blocked the podcast, too.
I'm going to see if I'm blocked by him now on my thing right now while we're talking, because if we're not, I'm fucking sharing the shit out of that post from my page. So let's see here. Steve.
So I'll explain to everybody what Steve Bossy's trying to do. Steve Bossy is trying to get a fight with a former champion, a retired champion, Jean Pascal, in Quebec. Pascal did release on his Facebook and his Instagram that Steve is just trying to use his name to create more fame for himself in Quebec. And this fight will never materialize, and he's not even interested in the fight. But he did ask Steve to give him one good reason why he should fight him. And Steve didn't have an answer. So, listen, man, like, I'm all for doing stuff like that. Like, realistically, like, what I'm doing to Steve is basically the same thing that he did to Pascal, right? In the boxing world, I'm nobody. Like, realistically, in combat sports, I'm a nobody. But Steve is new to boxing. I want to make my pro debut, and he has one fight. I think I can beat Steve. I actually think I can probably knock him out within the first 3 rounds.
There you go. Well, turns out I
am not blocked.
I'm not blocked. So I'm going to pull this head kick thing up, and I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to share it. Hope it shares from the Spice of Life podcast, though, because it needs all the hashtags. Yeah, so repost from here, and now it should. Yeah, fuck off, Steve. This will be awesome. Now you're going to have to see this. Getting your head kicked off. This is a sick head kick, too, though, by Thiago Santos. Oh, yeah, here, we'll just show it quick for everybody. Boom! Good night, Steve.
Listen.
That's why I even said, don't worry, Steve. Tanner only put hands on you.
Well, I'll be real honest with everybody. Like, I don't dislike Steve Bossy. Everybody seems to think that I hate him or some shit. I don't hate the guy. I actually have a lot of respect for Steve. He's a tough dude. He was in the UFC. He was a goon, a tough guy in the WHL in his hockey career. He's a tough motherfucker. Like, yeah. It'd be a different situation if I was calling out some guy and I got the video guys doing videos for me. If it's a guy that doesn't fucking matter, Steve matters.
Oh yeah,
he's a name. I want the fight with a name. I think competitively, it's a real competitive fight. Right?
Yeah. I see him. I mean, I watched some of the videos of him. And I mean, he's, you hit hard. You guys are the same weight, or is he smaller than you, though?
He's an inch smaller than me, but he's 14 pounds heavier than me.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I am, stature-wise, the bigger guy in height. He's the bigger guy in weight.
Is he is it a cruiserweight?
No, he fights at heavyweight. He fights at 230, I think. I'm 214 right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it would have been a different story about 6 weeks ago. I probably could have matched him. I've dropped a shit ton of weight in the last little while. I attribute that to not being a vegan and eating meat.
That's why you dropped weight, or that's why you put it on?
That's why I drop weight.
It's hard to tell how much you weigh because you lie all the time about what you weigh. Because now you just admitted that you weighed 230 not that long ago, and I don't think that's ever come out of your mouth ever. You've always said you're about 205, 210. And I was like, you're full of shit.
Well,
but that's okay.
The heaviest I've ever got was after knee surgery. I was 243.
Yeah.
That's big. But I drop weight easy. Like as long as I put in work, like I go to the gym 3 times a day. I'm not fucking around. Like if I go to the gym 3 times a day, I do the shit that I'm supposed to do. I do my road work. I do my extra cardio in the mornings. Like the morning time for me is just cardio. I run for 5 fucking miles. I come home. I drink a liter of water. I fuck off to the gym. I walk on an incline like you do for 20 minutes at 5 miles an hour. Just I like to get my calf and my Achilles. I have been having a problem with my Achilles, so that engages it a little bit for me, and it feels better after I do that. And then I jump on the bike for another 45 minutes.
Fucking ridiculous.
Then I come home. Then I come home. I do schoolwork. Tuesdays and Thursdays I do podcasts. Then after, like, when I'm done the podcast, I go downstairs. I do technical stuff on the bag. I do speed bag drills and stuff like that at home for about an hour and a half. And then I go to the gym at 7. That's a good regiment of workouts. I get tired. Like Wednesdays I hit a wall and I don't want to fucking do this anymore.
Have you ever, speaking of hitting a wall and not want to do it, have you ever heard of that guy, David Goggins?
No.
He's on the Joe Rogan Experience. Like, this was like a long time ago, but somebody else is like, oh, have you heard of him? I'm like, yeah, I have. He's a Navy SEAL, like, right? Or used to be. He's retired. He was like 250, 260, like big dude, but he was even bigger than that when he was a kid, like a big fat kid, 300 pounds, something like that, was trying to run. Fuck this, I quit, can't do it. Then, and he was broken, then he decided to go, so he was training like so hard. Then he just wanted to be big, like he's this, 250, just shredded, I guess. And when those guys died in Afghanistan, right, and all that stuff, like the sniper one, the ones that they made the movie about, but they got trapped or whatever, they had raised a bunch of money, and he wanted to do something crazy, and he was one of these guys that would do extreme shit already. So he's like, well, what's the most extreme race or something I can do? So he wanted to register for that death race. That's like the 24-hour race and, hundreds of miles or whatever. But to do that race, you got to qualify. You got to run a 100-mile race in a certain amount of time to qualify, and then they only take the top 80 people or whatever for the actual death race. So he gets a hold of the guy and he registers and all this shit. And so the guy's like, well, there's a qualifying race in 3 days. He's like, have you ever ran an ultra marathon? He's like, marathon? What the fuck's running, man? I'm 250. I'll show up and do that shit. Never ran more than 15 miles in the past year. Showed up, ran 70 miles straight, and then almost fucking died. Fell down, like pissed himself in a chair, pissing blood. Got up, like, fuck, I got 6 hours left. I need to get these 30 miles done in 6 hours or whatever the fuck. So he ran 31 more miles in the remaining 6 hours. And the guy calls him to be like, well, it's a 24 hours straight, like whether you're walking, running, whatever, but you stopped after mile 70.
Yeah.
So like you didn't do 100 miles, you took time off. Even though he did the 100 in under 24, he still stopped. The point is to see how much you can do in 24 hours. And so he's like, well, fuck, like I don't know if I'm going to qualify for this shit or whatever. So then he couldn't walk for 3 weeks because he's just so fucked up. And he was registered for the Las Vegas Marathon. That was supposed to be his first marathon he was going to do with his mom and his wife and whatever. And so he's like, I'll just walk it with mom, blah, blah, blah. Gun goes off. Hasn't been able to walk for weeks. He's limping around the day before. Gun goes off. Fucking takes off running. 3:08 finishes it. Qualified for the Boston Marathon. 3 weeks later, he ran another 100-mile qualifier race thing. Logged something like 7,000 miles in 1 year of races that the guy just started doing. Now he's like 100 and what do you say he is? Like 180 pounds. Broke the pull-up record of 4,030 pull-ups in 24 hours. Just, he's fucking insane. So the whole reason I say this stuff is because the guy, everybody's like, oh, he's like superhuman. He's like, fuck that. He's like, anybody can do what I did. He goes, you just have to train your mind to not quit. Your mind is what makes you stop all the time. Like his hand was just bleeding and ripped wide open, and he's just still just fucking busting out pull-ups. And just look him up, man. It's fucking pretty crazy the shit this guy's done.
Oh, what are people liking now on this? Fucking phone's going off like a crazy person. Fucking Instagram. I'll say that guy is fairly lucky that he's not dead.
Oh, he's like watch. I know you like listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, so watch it. Listen to him. It's pretty cool. And then I've watched some other stuff, but it's pretty interesting to see like what he can do. But yeah, he's fucking crazy.
Fuck that. I got better things to do with my time. What do we got going on? Oh, this weekend, HD Derek is taking off to Calgary to go see Brendon Schaub. He's doing a stand-up comedy thing in Calgary.
Oh, nice.
So we've sent HD Derek down there with a bad guy hat and with a message for Mr. Schaub. Don't slide into people's girlfriends' DMs, sir. Hopefully, I'd like him to hear the show because I would like him to come on and like explain like what he was thinking.
What girlfriend's DM? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to drop any names because I don't think the person... I'll tell you off the air. But Schaub, he's got basically a wife and a kid. Just sliding into this girl's DMs trying to get a little smash date with her. So weirder things have happened in life. But Brendon, we can find you. We can find you.
There you go. Nice.
You got any terrible dad jokes for me today, Luke? I'd like to hear a dad joke.
Nah. The one that always sticks in my mind is the one Benjamin told you. I never told that one on the show, I don't think. But
it's fucking funny.
Yeah. How do you get a squirrel out of the tree? Pull your pants down and show them your nuts. The worst is that Amelia told that joke to Rin the other day, and I'm like, no, you can't tell that joke. You're a girl. You don't tell that joke. It's not good. So yeah.
You keep up bringing Rin. You bring her up on the show a lot these days. We know that you recently got rid of some dead weight.
Yeah.
So is this an official thing now? Like, is the cat out of the bag?
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing.
You have a girlfriend.
It's a thing. Yeah, for sure.
So the spice has been taken off the market again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good, man. I'm happy. This chick's amazing. Her ex-husband though is he knows too, so that's now it can be out of the bag. That was the one. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. You will know now if he's listening to the show, but no. No, they know who I am. He had said some stuff like something about your boyfriend, like kind of fishing or whatever. But it's like the kids don't know, right? Like we've just kept it casual friends for the kids. But yeah, no, I'm not playing the field or doing anything like that. I'm good.
So you're
I'm happy, man. I'm really good. Like I haven't been. Well, I mean, you and I have talked quite a bit in the last few years, but I'm pretty sure you can see a lot of different changes in a lot of focused areas. My head's in a really good place, and it's been in a real fucked up place for the last few years. So I feel really good about a lot of stuff, and we do our orientation at the new business on Monday. So it's gonna be good, man. I should have that locked up by the end of the month. That's good. Yeah, so we've got a lot of good stuff going on.
So what I do notice with you is that when change does happen, like Luke Spicer goes in 2 feet all at once. You just jump into it, which is a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Feet first is better than head first. Let's just say that.
But you get caught on tangents. So like one day it'll be this, the next day it'll be that. For the last 6 months, it wasn't this, but now it's this. So like, sometimes you need a pep talk. Sometimes I got to sit you down and get real fucking serious with you and threaten you. And then shit happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not everywhere. It's good to have somebody though, whether it's coach or a friend, a training partner, a spouse, a partner, whatever. If you've got somebody that you're able to talk to on a regular basis, but actually plan shit out. I've always been somebody that's very goal orientated,
Yeah.
but if it's not written down and it's not in my weekly plan and in my goals, then I don't takes a back seat, right? And so,
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that we've talked about and a lot of the stuff that I've talked about that has nothing to do with the show is now involved in daily schedules and planning, and it just gets done. And it's not, and people think, oh well, that's great, but then when you fall off, it's like, well, yeah, if you fall off and you stop planning this shit out, of course it's going to take a back seat. Like if I don't sit down, so we sit down every Sunday, and her and I, and we have a 1 hour meeting. No, not even that. one hour meeting, and we talk about everything,
Okay.
like all these different areas, and we do a big plan, and we've talked about strategies for this show, for the concrete company, for the new business, for for the new business within the business,
Yeah.
and lots of stuff for life, and it's been good. And the coolest thing for me is that she's actually supportive of every area, right? Because
Yeah.
one of our big goals is to, I want to retire, man. When my kids are ready to move out at 18 or 19, I want to be ready to retire if that's a choice.
Yeah.
Now, being an entrepreneur and doing your own shit, you're not going to retire. Like, I'm not going to retire when I'm 50, but I sure as fuck would like to be gone from this shitty weather when I'm 50, and
Right.
be living in Hawaii or somewhere like that, and for the winter time. Got a show, you can still do the show as long as I got high speed internet at 50. We'll be all right.
That's true.
I'll
be like
so,
show 900.
Yeah, which would be great.
So we've always been real open and honest on this show with our fans and with
Yeah.
everybody that listens to the show. So a couple weeks ago, I had to give the Spice a little bit of a pep talk, where a lot of the work that has been going into the show has been coming from myself. About 99.999% of everything that goes on the show. It's come to a point now where it's too much for me to do on my own. So we have HD Derek. The Spice has taken over the Spice Life Podcast Instagram. HD Derek does our webpage. He controls most of what goes on the TSOL Facebook page. He controls our website. He controls our YouTube. I basically fucking do nothing now.
That's a good delegation project you've established.
That's a lie, though. I still do produce the show, but it was getting too much for me. Like, I was getting overwhelmed with the amount of shit that I was having to do.
You still make half the memes on the internet.
Yeah, I still make 50% of all memes that are on the internet. But I wanted to make more time to be able to do things that I wanted to do too, right? Like, I need to train. I need to get into shape. I need to spend time with my kid. I need to have sex with my wife. Like, there's all these things that I have to do.
How is that baby making going?
Well, we fuck all the time, so we'll find.
Stop wearing a condom, man. You'll be able to get her pregnant faster if you stop doing that.
It gets bigger when you put on 4 or 5, though.
Yeah, there you go. As big as me one day.
But yeah, like the amount of work I don't think anybody quite understands the amount of work that it takes to produce, like, to make a show. It's a fuckload of work. Like,
it's interesting how many guys I see that we know, and you still like, I'm going to start a podcast. It's like, well, good for you, right? Like, go for it.
Yeah.
And then it's not. I mean, yeah, we started it that way, just on the kitchen table doing that stuff, but it's come a long way. I mean, we're in 2 provinces. You got guests from all over. I mean, we fucked around for half an hour today before we even started recording, trying to figure out the new Skype software and dial that in so that the sound quality's good, because I know that you care about that shit for the audience, right? I mean, everybody can make fun of me all they want about being boring and that kind of stuff, but it's still making sure that all of our sounds are done right. I spent the whole winter with the fucking furnace off in this place just so the sound sounded better, so I do care about the show too. And I turn the heater on, so a lot of days I'd forget to turn it on when I leave, and I come in the next day, I'm like, ooh, it's fucking cold in the shop, man, but it's good. And I mean, now everything is clicking, and it's nice to have a whole group of people behind the show and helping out and putting in, and it's running like clockwork now. It's good.
It runs way better now that everybody's got something to do, right? Like everybody says that there's no I in team, but on this show, on this team, for the longest time, there was an I, and it was me.
Yeah.
And it's stressful. So for anybody out there that actually wants to do a podcast, like actually go through the motions of what it takes to do it, because it's a lot of fucking work, especially like if you want to market it to make money. Like you need Facebook, you need Instagram, you need Twitter, you need fucking SoundCloud, you need iTunes, you need all this shit. But until you actually know how to do it, like I'm lucky that I ran into Derek, who knows how to do this video shit and make these videos. And he likes doing it. He's just happy to be able to do it. What'd you write down?
There is an INT, man. It's right in the asshole, right in the a-hole.
Right?
There you go. Right in the a-hole.
But now, like we literally have a whole team of people that can do things. But like I said before, you got to threaten the spice, and then he fucking picks his game up.
But it's challenges, right? I think some people cave when they're challenged, and some people rise to the occasion when they're challenged. And I've always been somebody that does better when I have a challenge in front of me, regardless of where it is, right? I mean, that was why, even fitness-wise, training for a fight, I mean, as long as I made weight, it didn't really matter what a person looked like. I never cared about that, right? So It wasn't a challenge to me because I would just make the weight. I mean, that 24 hours of pain was bad, but it didn't matter, right? And so now to figure out a challenge that actually will make me rise and get up and start tracking things has been good. It's given me a lot different focus. So goes hand in hand with the show and everything else. So pep talks are good, people.
Pep talks are good sometimes. You just need to lay the law down and tell it how it is. Like we're usually pretty honest with each other. But but that talk was building for a while where you were visibly upset. Well, like we obviously didn't. I should have recorded it because it would have made a fucking great episode. But I was visibly pissed off. But we figured it out. We got things going. The thing is you got it's a lesson for everybody and everything in life. You got to be honest with people, and if you're not.
Speaking of honesty, without getting into the details of the honesty that Super Duper Dario shared, right?
Yeah.
How pissed would you have been if he did that prank? Like, do you like honestly after the outcome of that prank, do you actually think, like when you heard why it happened, would you have like welcomed him back in, or would you by that point? Because you would have been so done by that point.
Oh yeah.
Right? That it's like, I don't know if you would, like, that's why we were laughing on the show, but I was curious if you actually, like, realistically thinking, you would have been so fucking pissed after 6 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever the fuck it was going to be, that I don't know if you would have found it funny at that point. Would have depended how good his brother kept up on it, I guess.
It would have depended on Bruno a lot, like 100%. If Bruno had showed up every week to do something, then I'd still be pissed, man, because, like, I don't know, I'm a spaz. Like, I'll freak the fuck out.
Like, I think that if he would have planned it and punked you for like a week or two, and then Bruno told us what was going on, and then we just kept up the thing, it would have been good. But I think that if it would have been going for 3 weeks and like the way they are, a little crazy, I don't know, man. It would have been interesting to see. Now the little fucker, if he ever misses an episode, it's gonna make us think. Like it's like, what's going on now?
Well, the thing is, like, if when the truth came out and he actually told us what he was doing, I would have been happy for him.
Yeah.
But realistically, can I act? Yes.
Yeah.
So at least tell me. Don't tell Luke because he's terrible at acting.
Fuck off.
But no, I don't know. We're friends. So.
I pretended I was happy for 18 years, man. I'm pretty good.
Wow. And that fucking lady was a troll too. Like,
let's wrap it up now. I'm done.
what a troll she was. Like, she's gross.
I'm not good now. Really good now.
Hey, she's all right. I haven't really got a good look at her yet. I'll see her in about a week.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I feel like
Get her A game on.
I feel like she enjoys my humor.
Some days, yeah.
Well, that's women, man.
You can't enjoy it. You can't enjoy it. I enjoy your humor some days too. There's women again. Hey?
Right? Well, not every.
I think what we should do next week, though, actually, when we get together, is we should find a gym so I can do the 2-plate bench press.
We could do that. We could have a bench press-a-thon.
I don't know about that.
I don't.
Still way bigger.
I don't lift weights.
It's true. Are you gonna actually do the full range of motion, or are you just gonna like half rep it?
Probably half rep it. I don't give a fuck about lifting weights.
All right.
I care about punching people in the face. I don't care about lifting weights. Like what I do lift, I just do like resistance bands. That's what I like to do. It's good on my joints. It doesn't bug me. It adds a good like functional strength. And
Totally.
And there's a lot of recoil stuff that I like about the resistance bands.
Well, trains your muscles both ways then too, right? Like
Yeah.
you know, and doing a lot of that stuff, especially when you're punching and shit like that. If you're using just like a stack, like I can remember doing that back when I was younger, like grabbing, you know, in the cable fly machine and just punching, like
Yeah.
you know, and it's good to do that. But the way you punch and like, you know, if you punch quick enough and you drove that weight up, it almost go up faster than it accelerated, and then it would jerk you back. It wasn't good. Where I can see doing like that resistance band training is way nicer.
It's real slow too. Like with those things, you can go real slow. Do reps of 10, and it takes you a while to do it, right? But it's still, I like it better. It's better on my joints. Like what I found that I was running into when I was training with you and Pat down at 1-to-1 was my back's fucked and my knees fucked, right? So like doing the squats and any kind of leg things, I would always have to compensate with something else. So something would go here or something would go here because I'm overcompensating. But when I do squats with the resistance bands, I can do high reps, and I don't hurt myself. Like I can do the full range of everything.
Would you just stand on the resistance band and put it over your shoulder?
So what I have is I have a bar that's about 4 feet long. So I'll tie it to the ends and then like put it on my shoulders and then step on the band. And then just because the bar actually helps me keep my back straight and everything in motion. But I just step on it and I'll do reps of 30 or 40 on it.
Oh, and so you just like, because it's just a band, you just loop the band through so it can be tightened, and then you just step on each band individually and then do the squat.
No, I have one long band and I just tie it to the ends of the bar, right? And then just step on it and squat away.
Cool.
I like that. I like medicine balls. I like all that kind of stuff.
You like balls? Yeah.
Yeah, especially in my mouth, Luke.
Oh, that's gross, man.
All right, we can get the fuck out of here. Again, guys, the podcast was brought to you today by Buds and Leaves. Buds and Leaves is a fully serviced and licensed dispensary helping athletes and patients get the care that they need. If you guys are interested, where'd my Buddha stick go?
Oh, he's looking for Buddha stick. Don't forget sock of the week.
Buddha stick. Get the
You got it
fucking
already.
Buddha stick. The Buddha stick's not fucking around. Socks of the week. Buds and Leaves. Sorry, guys, I didn't even give you their website and their Instagram before, but it's www.budsandleaves.com, or on Instagram it's @budsandleaves. Again, it's www.budsandleaves.com or @budsandleaves on Instagram. Luke, sock of the week, show it again.
Marcoliani, Milano. I picked them up at Milano for Men here in Red Deer. They got a great selection of socks.
Turn your label the other way. It's upside down when you show it, just so everybody knows the actual spelling.
Oh, fuck, my bad.
Marcoliani, Milano.
Yeah. You can find them at, it's weird, their website is www.marcoliani.it because they're from Italy. So, but you can get them in here. Most men's stores carry different lines, but Milano for Men here in Red Deer. Go in, tell them you heard about Sock of the Week from Spice Life Podcast if you're in Central Alberta, and go check them out. Go grab some socks.
Again, my socks were the Stance Monster Socks. You guys can go visit Stance at stance.com or at Stance Stocks on Instagram or on Twitter. Who else brought the show today? It's audible.com, right? Audible, yeah. So
audibletrial.com/spice, and you'll get 2 free ebooks and 1 free month. And it's actually pretty cheap. I mean, you put it in, give them your credit card info. You can get the month for free, but then it's $14.95 a month, and you get 1 book credit every month.
Yeah.
So most books are $25. You sign up for that, you get a book for $15 a month, and don't use your credit to buy a book that's less than $15. If you want a book that's less than $15, buy that and use the credit to buy a $22 book.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Well, fuck around. It's www.audibletrial.com/spice. Guess we can get the fuck out of here now, eh, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, who's on Tuesday?
Hopefully Kevin Ross. Well, that's Thursday.
Ooh, guest of the year. Guest of the
Yeah.
year, Kevin, the Soul
Coming
Assassin.
back.
Ross. All right, guys, we'll check you Tuesday. Peace.
I didn't.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down in the most delightful way. I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. Yeah!
All right, guys, it's 10 minutes with the Boogeyman.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, what is going on today is 10 Minutes with the Boogeyman is brought to you by Buds and Leaves in Vic West. Buds and Leaves is a full-service licensed dispensary helping athletes and patients of all kinds get the proper care they need. I use Buds and Leaves, and I know the Boogeyman uses Buds and Leaves.
Fuck yeah, man! This the story of my life, right? I need pain management for my heart and for my body. Broken heart, broken body. Buds and Leaves has all the answers.
I've noticed a huge difference since I've started using like the CBD capsules. I like that spray that our guy Blake, he makes that stuff.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. And like what people don't realize is it's like it accumulates over time. So like I noticed it right away. Like I gave some to a buddy of mine who's a pretty big skeptic, and like he was having some pain and like his elbow or something was hurting. I gave to him, and he noticed the difference the next day. And when you notice the biggest difference is like over time, like when you stay consistent with it, it makes a big fucking difference. So
makes a huge difference. I like using it because I had those 2 knee surgeries, and my knee gets all swollen up every once in a while. So I like it for that, especially like if I hurt myself too.
Yeah, fuck yeah, no, it makes a huge difference. And the difference between that and like taking painkillers and stuff is like it actually helps you heal.
Yes.
Like painkillers don't. Like it's one of those things. It has so many benefits. It's crazy to do anything else, right? Everything else you take for pain management it's hard on your body, and it's not helping you heal. It's actually hindering your healing ability, and it's just taking a lot away from your body, right? It's damaging to your liver, kidneys, stomach, everything. And so, I do a pretty serious regime of turmeric and CBD, and I'm able to manage my pain. I train freaking hard.
Well, I do the turmeric stuff too. I do the CBD capsules. I got the spray. I really like that Buddha stick.
Yeah, Buddha stick's good. Yeah, I got that on right now, actually.
I like that. I put it on my elbow the other day. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I see you've been training pretty hard there, calling out Basse.
Trying to get him to take a little bite, but he's not even taking a sniff right now, that little bastard.
Yeah, I think he's kind of focusing on Pascal right now. I think they're trying to line that fight up.
Well, Pascal put out a thing the other day that he's not even interested in the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, give me a reason why I should fight you.
Funny.
That's about it. But hey, if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna leave him alone though. I'll just keep bugging him.
Yeah, get on the bus in there.
Yes. We'll see what happens.
So what the fuck's going on? So I take a week off, and now Bruno's gaining momentum on the show. I was fucking listening to that shit. I shut it off halfway through. I think I threw a little episode. I'm like, how the fuck is this guy gaining momentum? And where's Dario and all this? Dario's MIA now. He doesn't even call me anymore. He doesn't write. He doesn't do nothing. He's all fucking locked down and shit.
Oh, Dario's been a trip for the last couple weeks, actually. He's been hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, he doesn't return my text messages or my Snapchat or my FaceTimes, especially. Like, if I FaceTime you, you better fucking answer. And he doesn't.
Dude,
messed up.
I FaceTimed him like 4 times last week. He answered once, and he was making an egg sandwich and put the phone on the table. I couldn't even see him.
Yeah, just treating us like we're second-class citizens nowadays. You know what it is? It's the fact that Simon's gaining momentum out there, and I think there's maybe a shift from loyalty. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to have a talk with Bruno and Dario. Like maybe, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say that Dario's turning into Bruno. I don't even want to say it, but I just said it. And it's like it doesn't feel wrong. It doesn't feel wrong. And I think, we should get everybody on the show and figure it out. Like let's have a talk about it. See, because realistically, it could be Bruno poisoning Dario. They are family. And, I feel like Bruno is behind a lot of this. I think he's, doing the best he can to try to make Dario more like him and disappear on us, right?
I agree with that. Maybe we should set that show up via Skype after your next fight on the 28th.
Yeah, I would definitely like that. I would definitely like a face-to-face confrontation. Maybe we get Maury Povich involved and, we do some DNA testing and just whatever we have to get to the bottom of this problem. Because I don't want to see one of the homies go down, right? Like we gotta look out for each other. And Bruno's really behind all of it. And we might have to get rid of him.
Well, we might have to get rid of Bruno, but I do have to give Bruno a little bit of credit. He was pretty funny on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, he is good for that. For sure, he is hilarious.
He was pretty funny, and did you know that this week Dario actually has a date with Bruno's girlfriend?
Excuse me?
So yeah,
let's talk about that for a second. So how does that work?
I have no idea. I don't. But it's some event that Bruno can't make, so Dario subbed in and is taking Karina.
That's how it all starts. That's Bruno's manipulation, right? The incestuous family thing is going on there, and Bruno's corrupting everybody. Like, there's something wrong. I'm going to fucking go down to Florida and figure it out. Mike Perry doesn't follow me anymore because I posted a naked picture of Simon. So I'm fucking pissed about all that, too. And so, and you know what? Fucking Bruno probably had something to do with that, too.
Guaranteed.
Fucking sabotage if I've ever seen it.
So Mike Perry unfollowed you?
Yeah, he followed me and then he unfollowed me because of the naked picture of Simon. I don't think he understood the whole reference behind it, the whole beef, everything, right? And so he just saw that and it was like, hey, sorry, Dario, I got to unfollow this guy because of this. So, damn it. That was a quality follow.
It was a quality follow. Mike Perry's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But, of course, Bruno had to step in and ruin everything.
Well, this is what happens when you deal with the people in Quebec.
Yeah, This story was killing me with the girlfriend and shit. I was like, holy fuck. What are those guys fighting at? Dario's fighting May 19th?
Dario's fighting May 19th, and Bruno wants to go, I think, in June.
Nice.
I think that's their plans, but who knows?
I'll be all right. Yeah, I'm fighting in June, too. What's up?
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. I gotta go handle this motherfucker next week. Working on some shit. I was sparring last night. Went hard. Fucking sparred this good young kid, local guy, amateur guy. He's fucking pretty tough, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too often. I hit him with a clean liver shot. Tanner, I fucking hit him like clean to the liver. Like there was nothing in the way. I scooped it. It was like a perfect liver shot, and he went down. And I'd never seen this before. He fucking got back up before the 10 count. Like, we didn't actually do a 10 count, but he got back up and he finished the round because it was, like, in the first, minute of the round. He got back up after about 20, 30 seconds, and normally you can't fucking do that. And then I hit him in the liver again, and he took it. He didn't go down. I was like, holy fuck, this guy is tough.
Well, for the people that are listening that have never actually like felt a liver shot, it's a body crippler.
Oh yeah, it kind of takes your legs away, and you know, it's cool because this kid, he's game, right? Like he's just happy to come train, and like even if I hit him hard, he just like fires right back. He doesn't take any shit, so
That's good.
It's good. It's hard for me to find serious sparring all the time on a regular basis. Like the way Rich does it is like Rich finds guys that you know, are very quick. They move a lot, so it makes me move and makes me stay active. So I'm not just in there trading shots with like some big ass fucking 50-pound dude. Because I don't better, right? And it's about technical sparring, about sparring hard and going at a fast pace, but about working on stuff. And so that's something that you know, we've had some success with, especially with amateur guys. They have, you know, there's a lot of guys that fight very amateur style and at heavy.
Yeah.
But that's not how I just throw fucking heat, and that's that.
I spend a lot of time sparring with the amateur guys. I actually like sparring with them because they have a different style than everybody else.
Sorry, what's that?
I said I like sparring with them because they have a different style than pros. Oh no, is he gone?
No, I'm still here.
There you are.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, it's a bad area.
Fucking
we're almost in Duncan, so you gotta be careful.
Motherfucking Duncan.
Yeah, no, the thing is like, you want to spar good technical boxers, because like, unless you're fighting somebody awkward, like I used to spar a lot of MMA guys and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't necessarily get to work on what I wanted to work on because, you know, they're awkward, right? They throw out weird angles. They don't always hit you with power because MMA is different. You can't fully commit to shit because you got to worry about takedowns, you know, kicks, knees, all that stuff. It's a totally different game, right?
Yeah. Agreed. But yeah, so sparring with local amateur, we got a great scene out here, you know, like BC boxing starting to pick up. We're trying to gain some momentum on the West Coast. We've always got a gym full of people, and we got lots of places we can go, and you know, we're gonna make boxing really big in the West Coast. I've actually heard some rumors there maybe being a big card out in the West in the near future. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I would love it. Hey, so what time are you in Edmonton?
I will be getting to Edmonton Wednesday evening, around the same time you'll be landing.
What day is the fight?
Saturday.
Isn't it usually Friday?
Yeah, well, with that whole moratorium and all that nonsense, the dates got effed up, so we got a Saturday night fight for once.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind.
I don't mind at all. I don't give a fuck. It's all the same shit to me.
Because you get in Wednesday.
There.
You get in Wednesday, right?
I should be, yeah.
Okay. Because that's what Mel told me, is you would be getting in Wednesday evening sometime. So I was like, well, there's no point in me going down on Tuesday because he won't be there, and then there's nobody to hang out with.
Yeah, and I'll do my last training session Monday.
Yeah.
Get everything ready for Tuesday, and then I'll fly out there. It should be all right.
So you got Hugo Leone. I don't know much about him, but he's another victim.
He'll be somewhat similar. He's like a younger, tougher version of the guy I just fought. He's only got one loss to Tyrone Wrong. He has a good amateur career. He's 5-1, and you know, it'll be a game fight. It's not gonna be like no walk in the park. So, but here's the thing, man. Like this guy, that guy, doesn't matter, man. Like, I'm gonna crack, and you know, I'm gonna hit him hard, and that'll be that.
Well, it's all going to get figured out on the 28th anyway.
Yeah, I'm excited for this fight, man. Like, I live for this shit. That's all I do is I train full time. You know, I work a little bit. I train a few people, but it's like I'm always in the gym. I'm always training. I'm always getting better at my skill. And, you know, I'm excited to showcase this crowd. Like, I've heard, like, all the tables are even sold out already.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Yeah, so this is going to be a packed house. It's going to be a cracking show, so I'm pretty excited.
So last week, I believe it was last week, you got some mail. Your roommate Shane hid it.
Yeah, he always does that. I got, you hooked up the Boogeyman shirts. Like, I like it, man. Like, fucking super cool shit. Rich loved his. I got the bad guy hat, which I'll be rocking pretty soon because I don't really like getting my hair cut, so my hair gets too long. I just rock the hats.
Nice.
And, yeah, so I'll be doing the bad guy stuff. I wouldn't mind getting some more shirts. I actually got to get some shirts made for my fight camp. I got 10 people who are training with me right now. They never, like, none of them have really sparred or anything or boxed before. They jumped into camp. They actually register with Boxing BC. They get all insured, and we register our gym, and then they end up sparring at the end, right? So I trained them for 6 weeks.
Nice.
So yeah, I got to make them some T-shirts. Maybe we got to talk about that too.
Nice, that's dope.
We got to get, because Daniel Redfern has made me some seriously nice logos, and I've tried to produce shirts a few times. We just had a few little hiccups. So I think your guy looks like he's good, man. I'll send you the logo, and maybe we can make something happen.
Yeah, we can make that happen. We also did get the hats.
Yeah, I know Daniel listens to the show, so what's up, Daniel? He's got a new job. Pumped for him.
Yeah, we like Daniel on this show. He does everybody's logos.
Yeah, he does everybody's logos, so yeah. It's going to be cool. I think I got a cool design that he sent me, some boxing gloves and stuff, and then, maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
You know, us, man, we're fucking busy. We're going to not code. You know, the Royal Empire guys sent me a bunch of shit. I'm pretty pumped. They're making me a big chain right now, too.
Oh, they are actually making it. Nice.
Yeah, they messaged me the other day. I think it was Coulter, maybe Ethan.
Yeah.
Not to tell apart those boys, the Hardy boys.
Yeah, they're dope. I like them.
Yeah, they sent me a tracksuit and a shirt that I can rock. I just like it 'cause it looks evil. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah.
You know what? I'm looking for like a tracksuit, but I want it to match.
Yeah, they got a tracksuit. I'm big on the Adidas tracksuits. They got a cool tracksuit. It's like, I don't know what kind of material it is. It's not like a sweatsuit material. It's kind of cool. It's like comfortable. It's like fleece sort of inside. It's nice.
Be warm.
Yeah, I'll wear it to my next fight for sure.
Nice. So what is going to be the plan in Edmonton then? We're just going to lay low, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we're going to lay low, man. Rich is on me, you know. He's like, I'm fucking always causing trouble and shit. And, like, Rich is like, you know, it's time for you to get a little bit serious about boxing. And I was like, all right, man, we'll just chill. He kind of figured me out. He just makes sure I eat every 3 hours. He makes sure he's there and I don't wander off, and then we eat a late meal so I don't go wandering off.
Yeah.
And he's kind of figured me out now. So I'm actually impressed. He's very psychological.
Quebec's going to be a little bit different.
Oh, my God. We're going to Simon's home. BCA is wrong. Fucking cool. Yeah, we're going to Simon's hometown. I got some serious people coming out there. I worry about sabotage. I worry about my room getting gone through, so I might have to bring out Gronks or Beats.
Yeah.
And, I might have to bring out a dog to stay in the room so nobody goes through my stuff.
So here's the thing is what we were actually considering doing is renting a vacation rental for that week.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a full-on house that would have like a hot tub and that kind of shit, and it's cheap.
Fuck, that'd be all right.
Like a 4-bedroom house or something like that, and then we'll get Camille to pay for it.
Fuck, that'd be right on. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, because I don't know if you Googled Shawnigan, but there's nothing there.
Pretty small, eh?
Yeah, there's like 50,000 people there. There's 3 hotels, and 2 of them are bed and breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, nothing great. Their 4-star hotel is a 2-star on a good day.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
well, we're gonna do a big fight there, that's for sure. I think Manny Montreal is fucking pissed. He was like, I gotta drive 2 hours.
yeah, he is not happy. I wanted it in like Quebec City or Montreal.
Yeah, it would have been cool. I think it would have been better to have, the big metropolitan area. But what are you gonna do?
It's gonna sell
We'll
out.
probably get attacked after I knock Simon out.
Well, probably not a great idea.
Yeah, we're gonna knock him out, and then we're gonna fucking call it a day.
Yeah, then we're just gonna leave.
100%.
Because the fight's on a Saturday, the next day is the Sunday, so I would be taking the first flight out because that's Father's Day.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get home in a good time so I can hang out with my kid. But I'm very excited. I will be coming in for about 5 days.
Yeah, I'm pumped too. I wonder if Simon's gonna give me a Father's Day gift. Because after this fight, I'm gonna be his fucking daddy. That's for sure.
That'd be awesome if he did.
Yeah.
So.
You're right.
So you got the rest of this week, obviously you probably got Wednesday, Friday up in Parksville. You're probably going to do Monday in Parksville, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah, I'll probably come back up on Saturday, too. I have a feeling Rich is going to do some shit on Saturday, so
well,
I'll be back up here. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit of training and kick back on Sunday and relax and kind of get ready for my week. I'll do my last training session Monday, and then it'll be good.
So, is there any way that you would move to Parksville?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do that for the Simon camp. I gotta finish off my group. They'll be done Monday or Wednesday, and on May 15th, I think. And so the next day I'll move out to Parksville.
So I've been wondering that for a while now. Like, he's doing all this driving, spending all this money on gas every week. Why the hell can't we just get him to move to Parksville?
What's that?
Well, I was just saying, like, you spend all this money on gas and all this driving, all this time in the vehicle. Why can't we just get you to move to Parksville?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do eventually, right? So I'm gonna go give it a shot for a month, see how I like it, see how things turn out, and then we'll kind of just take it from there. We'll see what happens after the Simon fight, right? Like I might have to get, I'm gonna have to get more serious after that fight. Every time you win, it's like, things get harder, right? So you're gonna have to be more committed and just fucking do my thing, right? So every fight that I've done, I've trained harder and more for the next one.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I trained harder for this fight, but I didn't fight Martel last year just because I didn't know how to train hard. And so now I know how to train hard, and like now I'm a fucking serious ass contender, and I'm gonna go fucking knock all these dudes out, and that'll be that.
Well, like, once you beat Simon, after that fight, it's game on.
Yeah, he's number 1 in the country, 30th in the world. Like, so that puts you on the global map, right? So it's gonna be intense.
So here's a question I don't know the answer to is, will this be for Simon's title?
It is, yeah, it's for the IBO. There might be another one too. I think they're looking at some sort of Commonwealth title. But it'll be for the IBO. I'm going to snatch that belt. And
So that's a legit like international title.
Yeah, it's the Intercontinental IBO. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, I was talking to the IBO guy. There's a North America one, there's a Eurasia one, and then I think it's the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Is the next highest to the international one, which Joshua has.
Oh. Are you
saying?
saying?
Yeah, Joshua has the IBO, the IBF, the WBO, the WPA, and I think that's it.
He's got them all except for the WBC.
Yeah, which he should fight Wilder, and then Wilder knocks him. So.
You think that'll happen?
I think it has to happen because there's too much money on the table, right? And both of them are eventually going to lose. The both can expose for whatever reason. I think Joshua's chin and Wilder, he has some technical holes, but it doesn't really matter because he fucking knocks guys the fuck out. He got 40 wins. It's hard to argue with that. Like, what are you saying, right? Like, he knocks guys out. Period.
Can't argue with it.
No, exactly.
Ends fights with one punch.
Sure does, and he beats good guys, right? Everyone was like Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz is fucking good. He's tough. Like, I don't think he's ever been hit the canvas even, right? And Wilder fucking throws heat, and that's the big game changer, man. That's what people don't realize. At heavyweight, if you want to be the top dog, you have to have power. You have to have one punch knockout power, and that's it.
Well, I'd like to see Luis Ortiz fight that Joseph Parker.
That'd be a good fight. That'd be a really good fight. It's kind of disappointing because Joseph actually used to be a lot more of an aggressive fighter, and that's like where he had all his success. I think he's one of those guys who almost got too good and now he's too slick, right? Like before, he used to just go out there and fight guys and it was impressive. He knock guys out a lot.
Well, the guy I'm most excited for is Tyson Fury because he's getting in shape fast.
Yeah, what's he talking about next? Like, what's his next move?
He's gonna fight here pretty soon, from what I understand.
That'll be exciting.
I don't care who he fights. I'm gonna watch it.
Fucking right. Yeah, he's an awkward guy. He's a big man. It's a tough fight for sure. So yeah, I want to see him get back in action.
Yeah. Well,
maybe he can fight Klitschko again.
That'd be awesome. And make it a better fight. It was
definitely, my man.
It was somewhat boring the last one, but like Tyson might have made him look a little silly too at the same time.
Yeah, it's like Klitschko forgot how to box or something like that day. He did, man. He didn't shit.
It's true.
It's one of those things. You find an awkward big man, and it's like, it's can mess you up.
It's very true. Now, Adam, I've got a 1 liter jar of honey sitting here.
I'm pumped.
And it keeps staring at me like I have my own honey. I got liters of it in the house because we buy it in bulk. Because we don't want to go all the way the fuck out there all the time. But this thing, it's so good, you can just eat it just the way it is.
Oh, I'm excited. I like to put it in my tea. I'm a big tea drinker. Right?
Oh, you're a tea guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty fancy like that.
I like to put it in my shakes.
Yeah, I put it in the shakes too. Definitely it's a little boost of energy and post recovery, you know. Replace the glycogen levels in the morning, you know, there's science to this shit, eh?
Well, if I'm feeling sluggish, I usually go out and I'll eat a tablespoon of it and feel pretty good after.
Good.
I like that.
Fucking right on, man.
But we can wrap this motherfucker up because this is going to be the last one before KO Boxing because as of next Wednesday, I will be in Edmonton, so you won't hear
We'll do a live one.
Yeah, we could do a live one actually on Facebook Live. That'd be fun. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do a live one.
I guess that's 10 minutes with the fucking... What do you say?
Oh, do you know what we got to go do? Is we got to go to Gold Tooth Canada, and I'm going to go get some fucking gold teeth fitted.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so there's a place in Edmonton, Gold Teeth. I was talking to him a little bit. He just said come to the shop, and they make grills and jewelry and shit. So we got to roll in there. I get some gold teeth fitted because my front teeth are all implants, right? So I want to get those taken out, put some gold fronts in.
So can these teeth that you have implanted in your head right now, can you take them out?
Yeah, I have to get an orthodontist to do it, and I have to drill them out and stuff, so I can just replace them, take this porcelain grill out, and put the gold one in.
So your teeth aren't like Simon's, where he takes his out to fight.
Yeah.
All right, that's 10 minutes.
All right, bro. Take care, man.
Oh, all right, that's 10 minutes with the boogeyman.